D, wait for it, delightful.
Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma.
What's up, nerds? So, I just finished episode 6 of season 3, Star Trek Picard. And you guys, this show is so freaking good. I am telling you what, this Terry Matalas, F you, Terry Matalas, because now I'm all like, I need my hit. I need my hit now. I can't wait until next week to know what's gonna happen. It pisses me off because I'm like, this is how Star Trek should have been started with. Stuff like this. I'm like, it's so infuriating in the sense that, like, because Kirksman, he is such a hack. He sucks. And I bet you he's seething, and I hope he's seething that everybody loves this crap and nobody likes his stuff. But this show is so good, and this episode was good. I enjoyed it thoroughly. It's like this show is just like so thrilling and adventurous and all this stuff. And I just love it. I love it. I love this show. I think that it's gotten back to the fact that it's a science fiction allegorical adventure show, unlike the past and everything. I just really love it. I think that this show is just really great. Ooh, I forgot to say right off the bat, you guys. Last week, some people pointed out, I wanted to apologize for my thumbnail because I gave away the big surprise. I'm gonna use the Geordi as a thumbnail for this one. But I feel like that's not really a surprise because you knew he was gonna be on the show sooner or later. And we've only got 4 episodes left. And I'm all like, and I don't know about you guys, but I have no idea where they're going. I mean, like, obviously they're trying to destroy the Federation, but it's like, what do they do? How are they going to do it? What's all this stuff going on? Why do they want Jack and everything? I'm just clueless. I can't even try to figure it out. And I have no theories. I'm all like, they just want all the Federation ships in one place so they can take out the Federation in one fell swoop and everything. I just love it. I love this show. I have nothing but nice things to say about this show, and just how it's written and how it's run and everything. It's just so good. It's so good. So in saying that, I am going to get started on my breakdown and review. But before I get started, I just want to say that if you like what I do here and you enjoy independent content here on YouTube, please consider subscribing to my channel. YouTube is always changing up their algorithm, and small channels like mine, we just keep getting shoved to the back of the line. So please ask that you like, share, and subscribe, and I thank you in advance. All right, so now that we got that out of the way, why don't we go ahead and get started on this episode? One more second. Trying to get this shit pulled up. Okay. Ooh, excuse me. Okay. So it starts off with the USS Titan, and this is their beacon. And they've obviously gotten rid of, they're like, bail on that. And then all these other ships, they pop out of hyperspace, and because they're tracking them. And so, and then, the Shriek comes up on it, and, or the Shrike. You guys by the way, some of you get so upset when I get the names of stuff wrong. I'm like, calm it down, sister. I'm like, it's not that big a deal. I mean, and if you do get mad, it's fine. I'm not like one of those people that's all like, but just calm it down, sister. It's fine. So they come up on it. And Amanda Plummer is obviously upset. She's all like, I can't find them. And so this guy right here, they're shedding decoy transponders. And so this thing, and these are obviously changelings too, right? But they're all talking like and everything. They're all talking weird clicks and stuff. But this one's all like, and he's like, and jumping to warp infrequently in infrequent intervals. And then they're all like, they're a step ahead of you. And he's clearly like saying all the wrong things. Like, you don't want to piss off the boss, okay? Especially when the boss is just straight up like, I will kill you if you piss me off. It's like she's definitely one of those. So this guy she's all like keeps talking, and she's all like, X-nay that guy. So and then he's all like, but Frontier Day is 72 hours away. They're trying to get their stuff, and then he's all like, we're no closer to finding Picard's son than before. And me, I'm all like, again, I have no clue what they want the Jack guy for, which I have to be honest with you guys, I still don't like this character, Jack. I don't like him. Sorry. I don't, maybe, I don't know why it is. I just don't like him. That's just the end all be all. I don't hate him. I'm not like, like, oh, he can die. I don't care about this character. I'm just like, I don't really care for you. You're kind of annoying in my opinion, but whatever. It's fine. And so she ends up she's all like, we are going to destroy them, and there will be peace in the galaxy after we destroy the Federation, and there's bodies all burning in space and all that stuff. And I'm all like, I don't think bodies can burn in space. And then she's like, find every single friend they have, family members, friends, anybody that they could go to. I want to know them now. And then it goes to the thing, the bounty. So they're hanging out in front of the sun. Very cool. And so they're Dr. Beverly. She figures out that Jack has a whatever, what's his face? What's his I know you're like, what's his face? What Picard had before. The stuff. I don't remember what it's called. I'm sorry. I'm trying to look it up. I'm going to stop looking it up. You know what it's called. I'm sorry. I'm not good with names of stuff, especially if it's medical shit. Oh my goodness. Anyways. So he's like, it plagued me, all my life or whatnot. And she's like, he could have decades, and it's terminal, all that stuff. He could last decades, or he could go tomorrow, kind of thing. So they're bummed. So he's all drinking it up. Okay, and she talks about how when he was younger, he used to talk to people that weren't there, and she thought he was brilliant, but really he's just sick, And this is obviously a genetic thing. She got it from Picard, his daddy. And so he's drinking it off, the news, because, it's a bummer when you're like, hey, you're going to die. Super fun. That's what I would do. I'd go drink. I'd take a full day where I'm just like, well, I'm going to go drink away my sorrows for a minute. And then when I'm all done with that, then I'll get over myself. So I can't remember what they talk about here. Sorry, guys. But this was a good moment between dad and father kind of thing. He talks about how he does talk about all the things that he got from his mother. And then he also talks about the things that he got from him, his father, like his bravery and stuff like that. So then Worf and Rafi come aboard, which was super fun. I mean, I still don't like Rafi either. I do not like this character. She hasn't been annoying like she was in the seasons before, but Terry Tallis was all like, it was the only character from the past that I wanted to bring back of the new characters. And she was integral or some crap like that. And I was just like, not really. You probably could have used any rando character or whatever, but it was fine. It's fine. I don't like her still. I'm not going to get over it. You get over it. I just don't like this character. I don't care. You can nut hug this character all you want. I don't care. Just because the show is good doesn't mean I have to like something or everything. But anyways, although the actress is fantastic, I do like her. So anyways, so she gives him a hug because he's a pessimist now. He meditates. And so they're sitting here. These two rekindle while they're all like, hey, how you doing? That's good. I still don't like that they got together kind of thing. It was weird. And so I don't remember what they talk about. They talk about how they need to get to the Daystrom station because it was broken into and they stole something, but they stole the portal machine as a distraction. So they need to get in there where they get the little the AI thing, but they've got the little thing, and they need to get in there to figure out what it is that they took, so that way they can stop the foundlings. So they're all sitting here, and this is their plan. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of what they're talking about. And so they warp in behind this little meteor or whatever. Maybe not. I don't know. And so she's not gonna go with, and he's like, good. I do not want to deal with you today. So glad Worf didn't die last episode. And then so then these two, so they're all three going in, and he's all like, I must let you know that I am now a pacifist. He's like, oh, we're all gonna die. So they zap in, and the space station's like, hello, welcome to Daystrom Space Station. Who are you? Or some and it's like, hello, welcome to, and so they unplug that, and it's like, not really, but it's like, hey, you done messed up. But then over on this ship, the Titan, they're sitting here and they're chit-chatting, but I can't remember what they say here. But then some Federation ships show up. So like, oh crap, they found us. We gotta get out of here. So they're like, hey, we'll be back within the hour. Figure out whatever it is that you need to, and then we'll be back and all that stuff. So they're going through here, and they go through all this stuff. He finds a treble. Its trebles are gross underneath. Oh, that's making me itch. I do not like trebles, especially when they look like that. He's like, oh, scared of the mighty treble. Because Klingons don't like them. So the computer assesses the situation. It finds the Riker file. And then it prepares. It sets off the crow. And then it starts playing like notes. I think it plays a D or whatever. I don't remember. I don't know. I'm not. I don't have perfect pitch, so I don't know. I can't tell you what but and I didn't memorize it. So so they're listening, and then Moriarty shows up, and he's firing bullets at them, and then these guys, they're all trying to figure it out, but they go to this space station that has been turned into a museum, and you can see all these old ships that are basically, they're just there as it, like I said, it's a museum, and they show off some of them later. I think this right here, you can see right here in this, that's a that looks like a Romulan bird of prey, but I can't tell from here. And then that's the Klingon bird of prey, and I can't really tell what that is. That might, I can't tell what that is. Okay. Anyway, sorry guys. So yeah. That's the Klingon bird of prey, and that is a yeah. I just needed to move over to the next one. So they pull up on screen, and it's LaForge. It's like, hey, how you doing, buddy? And he's like, what are you doing here? And he's all like, so they're basically like, hey, we need a place to hide for a minute, buddy, when we need your help. He's like, I'm going to come aboard. So he comes aboard, and he's all like, I don't know whether I should give you a handshake, Beverly, or if I should give you a big awkward hug. And he gives her a hug because, of course, they're family. They're family. Come on. And he's all like, we need to have a chat. And so, and this is his other daughter. Yeah, they must take after their mother, because I don't see they could have got some actresses that looked like LaForge, but it's fine. So he's basically like, hey, listen, you put my daughters in danger. I'm scared for my child that is on this ship. I'm her family. You're not her family. He's like, she is in Starfleet. That is her family, and all this stuff. And he's upset. And he's like, listen, it's like, I can't help you. And all the ships now are connected together. So all the ships talk to each other. So eventually they're going to be able to find you, because your Titan, the Titan, is talking to all the other Starfleet ships. They're all interconnected. So you're screwed, buddy. Come on. And so, and they figured out that they need to get, as soon as they said this, right, they're like, to go back to the Daystrom space station, they're all like, we need to we need to fly in invisible. And as soon as they said that, I was like, oh, invisibility cloak, duh, and everything. And then, they're at the museum, and later on, you see the Klingon bird of prey, and I was like, oh my gosh. So Moriarty's there, which I thought was a nice touch. And then they're running, and they hear the song. I would whistle right now, but it's like All Around the Mulberry Bush, So then while they're doing this, Riker's all like, he's remembering, and it does a flashback of Next Generation, and I was like, oh, this is great. And it was like, It's like doot 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 doot. But Pop Goes the Weasel, whatever the name of that song. He's like, I was teaching an old friend that song, and did it show? Oh, here, hold on. I want to show it. So he whistles it, the end of it, and he's like, oh, he's like marvelous or some crap like that. I can't remember. And then he was telling he's like, yeah, I was once teaching a friend that, but he couldn't whistle for shiz. Hold on, let me. Oh, there we go. And it's Data. It's Data. I don't remember this episode, you guys. Sorry, I'm really bad at remembering stuff. I'm really bad at it. And there's Data again. So, but it's like amalgamation of Data, lore, number 4, and then and then what's his face? The creator guy. Shoot, I can't remember. Okay. I know you guys are like, don't worry, I've heard it before. I'm no Star Trek fan. I'm a fair weather fan. I get it. All right. Anyways, so he's so this is where he tells him that they can't help him, kind of thing. But he's like, I'm taking my daughter out of here. We're cutting out of here. So these guys are sitting here, and he sits down in the captain's chair. She's like, get out. And he's like, I'm just testing it out. So then she pulls up. Hold on. He's like, that's the Defiant. And I was like, oh, the Defiant. I love the Defiant. Oh. And LaForge also mentioned that he's like, I was in the middle of writing my third objection to letting all these ships for Federation Day. And I'm like, yeah, they want all the ships. I'm like, man, that's so crazy. And they go through all of them. I'm not gonna go through all of them. He says this one's his favorite. And hold on, did they show the Klingon bird of prey? Hold on. Oh, the Voyager. They show Voyager, and she's like, that was my home. Yeah, they did show the Klingon bird of prey. They show the one from next number 4. Is it 4? Okay, I can't get all of them. Sorry, guys. I don't want to keep playing this because I don't want to. But anyways, she talks about how that's her home and how she found how they brought her back or whatnot. Oh, there's the Klingon bird of prey. Yay. So he's like, that's the Klingon bird of prey and everything. And then he gets the idea. And I was like, oh, that's how they're going to get in. They're going to take the Klingon bird of prey. I thought they were going to take the Klingon bird of prey, but no, they just take out the cloaking device, I was like, that's fine. So then they figure out that Data is this. So it's amalgamation of all these datas, lore and all that stuff. And it's all amalgamation of all of them all in one. And it's what is the AI that's protecting the Daystrom thing. So to get this, they need to take out this. They're going to take the robot with them. Oh, and here's soon. And he's talking about how, like, I can't live forever or crap like that and everything. I messed up. Oh, hey, there was a Klingon. Yeah, right there. Yeah, that's fun. So he ends up. So while they're doing this, so they end up getting. They're gonna take Data with them, and he's basically like, I can't help you, kind of thing. And so she gets upset and she's like, which I don't like her hair in this episode. Her hair has changed. Like, how long did it take to film this season? Because her hair changed. I think it's changed. Like, this is the 3rd time it's changed. And I was like, you are like under a lot of stress right now. And you're up in your quarters doing your hair. Like, what's going on here? So she's like, you don't believe in me, all this stuff. She's like, I thought the fact that I became a pilot and you are an engineer, that we would be in simpatico together, like, because you like to build things and I like to fly them, and all this stuff. And this is my family and all this nonsense. So then he's all like, hey, do you guys want to come help me steal this Klingon bird of prey cloaking device and put it in this ship? And they're like, yeah, we do. He doesn't say that, but you know what he's talking about. So then they are talking about how they need to take Data with them to figure out, because he knows what the Changelings took. But while they're doing that, the Federation and the shapeshifters are on the station, going deck by deck, trying to find them. So, yeah. And Captain Shaw, who I still like, he's like, being a former engineer, I am so happy that you're here. And he's like, And then he's all like, listen, your hall is pretty scorched. Everything's tore up. He's like, but I'd love to sit here and geek out with you about engineering stuff, but I can't. Gotta go. And he's like, haha, yeah, look at that. And then they get this little wave over him or whatever. And and she's like, we just cloaked. And he's all like, ooh, and everything. So then they figured out that that's what they did. And it breaks. And in comes LaForge, and he's all like, oh, step aside, children. Daddy's got this. And he helps them out. So then they're sitting here, and they figure out that that's what they're going to do. So he's like, they don't even know we're here. And they're like, well, we're going to have to decloak to transport them in. He's like, make sure they know that we need 4 coming in. So so then Riker goes, and he basically sacrifices himself so they can get out, because while he's shooting at them, they come in. They're coming in low and hot, and he gets shot with this dart thing, and it stops them from transporting out. It's a transporter inhibitor, and so he's like, transport whoever you can in now. So it's like 3 to transport. So in there, and he's like, hello, we lost a friend, but we gained a friend. They're like, Data. And so while they're going, they're gonna turn on. I don't remember what these two talk about here. I really don't. Yeah. And he's all like, I believe in you, or something like that. I don't remember. So they're like gonna turn on Data. So they turned on, and Data comes on. He's like, LaForge, Worf, Captain Picard. And he's all like, hello. And then Lore takes over at one point in time, and then Soon takes over at one point in time. Anyways, and they're like, what did they take? And he's all like, and they're all like, and the whole time they're asking, he's like, Jean-Luc Picard, Captain Jean-Luc Picard. And then they pull it up, and they're like, what is that? And it's like, they took human remains. They took the body of Jean-Luc Picard from season 1. And now I'm all 10 shades of confused. I have no idea what the end product is, because they took a dead body of Jean-Luc Picard. And I'm like, what is him? And the fact that now they need Jack, I'm like, what does that have to, because I mean, he's half Jean-Luc Picard. He's got his DNA. So what does that have to do with anything with the changelings? I'm so confused, you guys. I'm so confused. But at the same time, I'm so intrigued. Like, I'm like, this is thrilling, and Daddy wants to know what's going to happen. And so then he's getting beat up by this changeling, that's this alien, which is very cool. This alien's very cool. Look, I'm blocking it. The alien's very cool, but it turns around. It's like a blurriness of it, but I like this alien's look. Anyways, there we go. That's cool. Yeah, I like this. I like the little holes and stuff like that. So it turns around and shoots. Hold on. It shoots the other 2. Hold on. Let me see if I can get it. Bam, bam. And then it turns around and it shapeshifts into Amanda Plummer. And she's like, hi. And I was like, oh, you're such a crazy psycho. And I love it. And he's all like, what the? So then the Shriek, the Shrike. Yeah, the Shrike. What a dumb name for a ship. Anyways, so he's like, you think 30 years of friendship, I'm just gonna give that up? And this guy, he's like, how much blue goo did they put in you? He's like, yeah, and then he's like, do you think 30 years I'm just gonna give up my friendship? I'm just gonna give up my crew or whatever? And she's like, oh, I think you will. And he turns around, and there's Diana. Gosh, ooh, if I could talk, Deanna Troi in a cell. And I was like, they said find their friends, and they found her friends. Although Marina Sirtis, is that how you say her last name? She's an asshole, but whatever. I still love Deanna Troi, the character, and he's looking at her like, ah, crap, I'm gonna give up my friends. But here's my whole thing. He doesn't know where they're like, I love, she goes, oh, well, like, shit, again. And then that's where the episode ends. Okay. So my whole thing is, though, Riker literally, I mean, like, he doesn't know where they're going. If you've seen the episode, did he know where they were going? Because I don't know where they're going. So I'm all like, I'm like, it's not like he could be like, yeah, they're going to, they're going to Deep Space Nine or whatever. I was just like, I was like, you guys, like, I was like, I don't think he knows, and he can't tell you what he doesn't know. So I'm all like, so you might as well just kill Deanna, but don't kill Deanna. You might as well just kill her now. He can't give you any information that he doesn't have. So yeah, that's my whole thoughts on that. But man, what a good episode, you guys. Like, this was so good. And I'm all like, again, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm loving every episode. Like, I am like on the edge of my seat, like, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? The emotional parts are emotional, and you're just like, oh, and when Geordi is talking to Picard, you're just like, oh, this is how it should have started and gone from every season. But no, you had stupid hacks like Alex Kurtzman and Bad Robot, who don't know what the hell they're doing, running a show that they don't know what they're talking about. And this show is not just, I just want to say, this show is not just member berries. This show does do member berries, but it does it in a smart and, non-member berry way, if that makes any sense. Like, it has stuff from the past, but it does it in I think a smart way, and I like it. Anyways, but the show is so good. I love this season. And now I don't want this to end, but of course it's going to end. But it's a bummer. It's a bummer because it's now finally getting good. All right, that's all I got to say about this. I've gushed over this episode enough, but I just want to say, you guys, this episode was so freaking good. I loved every minute of it. I can't wait for next week. Like, I mean, how long have we been waiting for a Star Trek show where we were literally waiting for the next episode? Like, we're just like, I can't wait till next Thursday when I get to watch Star Trek again. Yeah, it just reminds me of like my childhood when I first started with Deep Space Nine. And I started with Deep Space Nine. It was like, every episode wasn't like a hit, but I was like, yay, every Friday. I think it was like 9:00. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I was just like, every Friday, I'm 9:00. I'm sitting down. I'm watching that Star Trek Deep Space Nine as a kid. And it's the same thing with this. I'm just like, you get that feeling of like, gosh, I can't wait till Thursday. I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna make some coffee. I'm gonna take my kid to school, and then I'm gonna watch some Star Trek. It's gonna be so good. So yeah. All right. Tell me what you guys think where this is going. I don't think the Borg thing now is happening. Because it's all like in his head, but I have no clue where it could go from here. I have no clue at all. But yeah, tell me what you guys think. Go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go and hit that like button. I won't mind if you're in my channel. Please hit that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I will see you guys next week on my Star Trek Picard breakdown and review. You guys have a good week. Live long and prosper. Bye.